We do, because of the circumstances of the site. We have a situation where it's sensitive what we do on site. And
right. Your sterilisation company, yeah?
Yeah.
That's sensitive, is it?
Yes. Yeah.
Get away.
Well, you might not think so, but it is. So it's up to you. So we're going to phone the police.
Right.
It's as straightforward as that.
What are you going to say to the police?
Suspicious activity.
Before we dive into this fiery exchange, let's set the stage. An auditor approaches a company called Aerogenics, recording openly in public with a camera and drone. What should have been a routine exercise of civil liberties quickly spirals into a clash over authority, security, and the limits of the law. Within seconds, employees accuse the auditor of suspicious activity, threatening to call the police and even an armed response unit. That's right, armed officers, for filming on a public pavement. But here's the hook: in the UK, armed response is reserved for terrorism, violent crime, and extreme threats. None of which apply here. So why the exaggerated threats? Is it misinformation, misplaced paranoia, or a deliberate attempt to intimidate?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the situation.
Well, I'm not sure, right? You have a right to do that. Yeah.
So that's fine.
Yeah, you have a right to do that, but...
Yeah.
But what
I'm not going to get into a civil liberties discussion with you. The situation is, it's a sensitive area. The police tell us to treat it in this way, so that's exactly what we're going to do.
I can call for armed response if you want.
Yeah. Go on, yeah, please, yeah, do that. Go be an idiot, man, come on. Armed response, do you think you're that important?
This is what we're
Do you think you're that important?
Yes.
I don't think you are. Do it, get armed response down here, let's see how important you are, mate.
That's fine, just get a police. I can't be bothered.
You're not that...
Over the next few minutes, we'll see staff stretch their authority, invoke counter-terrorism police, and even misuse GDPR rules, all in an attempt to shut down a lawful audit. And when the police finally arrive, their response raises as many questions as it answers. Stick around, because this encounter is a masterclass in overreach, rights, and the blurred line between safety and scare tactics. This is where the absurdity kicks in. The worker threatens to call for armed police, a dramatic escalation for nothing more than a man with a camera. Let's be clear, armed response in the UK is not dispatched over filming complaints.
The counter-terrorism police,
right?
That if people are basically doing unsolicited activity,
being what type of what do you mean by unsolicited?
Taking photographs, videos.
That's an unsolicited activity.
Yeah, because you're looking at security, or potentially somebody could look at your data, look at your footage, and make a security judgment. So that's why. So that's clearly why we're doing it. So it's up to you. Post it. The police will deal with it.
About the drone, then, have you a problem with the drone? Or?
Of course, we've got a problem with the drone.
Okay. So I'll be doing a bit. I'll be doing a video from outside, and I'll take my drone over as well.
Terrorism unit. We're not messing about here.
Right. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Don't understand.
I want to see you calling him out for a man with a camera, because that's.
That claim alone shows either ignorance or a deliberate bluff to frighten the auditor into leaving. And notice how the auditor responds. He doesn't flinch. He actually calls their bluff, daring them to follow through. That confidence isn't arrogance. It's the voice of someone who knows the law is on their side. Question for you. Do you think staff genuinely believed armed units could be summoned, or were they weaponizing fear to protect their company image? Now listen closely. This is Scare Tactics 101. The staff suggest that recording a building is essentially a national security risk. But here's the contradiction. If this site were truly critical infrastructure, it would be surrounded by signs, fences, and strict filming bans.
Push bike, mate.
Sorry?
Push bike.
Alright, okay.
So you get the registration of my push bike?
Yeah, there's all the CCTV from the vehicle.
Yeah.
It's around here on the building.
What's wrong with you? I'm just a man with a camera making a video on your company. It could have been positive, you know?
But, with respect, I don't appreciate what some companies do.
I just buzzed and let you know that I'm here doing it, didn't I? I buzzed and told you what I'm doing.
Did somebody ask you not to do it?
No. I just told you the girl on the thing.
Okay, well I'm asking you not to do it then.
Right.
Okay? Because if you do it, that's what we're going to do. Because that's what they tell us to do.
Right.
So we're not making a judgment.
Oh no, it's fair enough. If that's your policies, that's fine. Yeah. I have no problem with that. That's fine. If it makes you feel better, but...
The police's policy, it's not my policy.
Oh, right.
But
none of that exists here. Instead, the company is leaning on vague language, counter-terrorism and sensitive site to make lawful behavior look criminal. This is a recurring tactic in audits. Invoke authority you don't have, speak with confidence, and hope the citizen backs down. The problem? When an informed auditor stands their ground, that false authority crumbles. Here comes a major red flag. At first, the employee says it's a company rule to report filming. Fair enough, even if it's misguided. But then they flip, claiming it's actually police policy. That's a serious leap. No UK law forces businesses to report lawful public photography to counter-terrorism units.
your company, just make sure you tell them that, and I'll be flying the drone over, make sure you tell them that.
No,
and
that is definitely a no-go.
I get where it is. There's no flight restrictions in this area, is there? I've checked, so... I go on the CA website, you see, and I check on there, there's no flight restrictions, so I'm perfectly within...
There isn't, but
right.
basically it would come down under suspicious activity.
Right. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I'd be surprised if the police come out. I mean, you know...
You can hang around and wait and find out if you want.
Oh, well done. No, if they definitely come in, let me know. I'll definitely let me know, and I will wait for them. I will, because then they can educate you that photography is not a crime, and a person can stand outside taking videos, anything.
We're not saying it's a crime. We're saying we're reporting suspicious activity.
Right.
And they will investigate that appropriately.
Right. So he's videoing me now, so...
Yeah, that's fine.
So we is under GDPR, so make sure you keep that, because I might request a copy of that video.
No problem with that at all.
But the rights he has to video me, same rights I've got to video.
If that were the case, every tourist snapping Big Ben would trigger a police call. What we're seeing here is confusion, or worse, misrepresentation of policy. And this confusion is dangerous. When businesses spread misinformation, it fuels unnecessary confrontations, wastes police resources, and undermines trust between the public and security staff. The GDPR argument is fascinating. Staff seem to believe GDPR is a tool to shut down filming. But in reality, GDPR restricts companies, not individuals. The irony is thick here. The company filming the auditor is bound by data protection laws, not the other way around.
Fully aware of what goes on in a lot of buildings that you choose to photograph, blog, whatever.
Yeah, but you just said the words there, in the buildings. I can't see it from here, can I? Can I see what your secret things you do? Can I see them? Can I? Brilliant. I bet I can't. You're talking rubbish, man.
We'll get the police. I can't.
You're talking silly.
You're an absolute idiot.
Well, thank you. All right. Yeah, good mate. How's you?
Very well, thanks. How you doing?
Yeah, not bad.
I'm PC Williams from Staveley.
Good to meet you.
Listen to yourself. What are you up to? Can I ask?
Yeah, just a little video on the company. That's all.
On what company?
This one, Serigenics.
Why Sterigenics?
Well, it's just one that I chose, really. It looks quite interesting, doesn't it? So.
Alright, okay.
Yeah.
Any other buildings that you're doing?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be working on this there, yeah.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, I'll be doing them all, yeah.
How long are you here for?
That's fishing, isn't it, really?
Oh no, it's not fishing, it's just a general question.
Yeah, well, probably the rest of the day. So.
Rest of the day?
Yeah.
Okay.
The auditor is absolutely right to remind them he can file a subject access request for their footage of him. That flips the script. Suddenly, the same surveillance they use to monitor the public is something they must justify, protect, and potentially release. It's a reminder that power cuts both ways, and companies often forget that when dealing with cameras pointed back at them. And here's the twist. After all the build-up about counter-terrorism and armed response, who actually shows up? A single beat cop. No rifles, no tactical unit, just one officer calmly asking what's going on. That single moment exposes the hollowness of the company's threats. If there were real danger...
Snood. Yeah.
Do you mind pulling your face down, or...?
Do I need to?
Don't have to.
No.
Obviously, it's just out of respect, isn't it? Out of common courtesy.
No, it's out of respect that you respect that I keep my face covered as well, so surely it works both ways, doesn't it?
I'm not here to cause an argument.
No, cool, yeah. Okay.
Obviously, I'm here because obviously there is some sensitive sites around here.
Right.
Okay. And obviously that's why we've been called.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't know what sites do at these...
That's one.
Armed officers would have arrived within minutes. Instead, this response proves the call was exaggerated from the start. But here's the bigger issue. Police time is now being wasted on a situation that never should have escalated. Should officers be educating staff about public rights instead of entertaining baseless complaints? Absolutely. Now the officer begins probing, asking why the auditor is filming, whether it's for YouTube, and even hinting at criminal misuse of the footage. Let's pause. Motive doesn't matter. The law doesn't require you to justify filming in public. You can do it for YouTube, for personal projects, or for no reason at all.
The staff are a bit worried.
Right, but do I look like I'm an intruder? Do I look like a blogger? Do I have cameras?
You've got your face covered, obviously you've got a drone flying overhead.
Yeah. But I could have done that hidden in the bushes somewhere, they wouldn't see me.
You could do.
If I was I'm not doing hostile reconnaissance, am I? This is not hostile reconnaissance. I'm all there to have
obviously, as you can appreciate, the
I even wasn't letting them know what I was doing.
Yeah.
So
as you can appreciate, the staff don't want any person with drones or...
The officer's job isn't to judge intent, it's to enforce the law. And the law is clear, filming in public is not a crime. By searching for hidden motives, the officer is blurring professional boundaries. Instead of affirming rights, He reinforces company fears, making it seem like the auditor is in the wrong when he's not. So let's recap. A simple audit outside Aerogenics spiraled into claims of counter-terrorism involvement, armed response threats, and GDPR misfires. Staff shifted from company policy to supposed police orders, exposing how misinformation fuels unnecessary drama. When the police finally arrived...
Got feelings, you're not the feelings police, so why are you policing it? Why didn't you say at the end of the phone, he's entitled to do that, mate, just leave him alone? Why have you come out?
Well, just to see what's going on.
Right.
Yeah, to make sure
it's a waste of police time, isn't
it? It's not, because it's our area. We work with all the companies around.
How much hostile reconnaissance have you heard of where they go buzz and let you know what they're doing and even chat to the employees? You know?
No, I appreciate that.
He's hostile to me, he's called me an idiot twice.
Instead of correcting these misconceptions, the officer questioned motives and validated staff fears. The reality: no laws were broken. Filming from public land, even with a drone, is entirely lawful. This case shows us the bigger issue. Ignorance of the law, whether by staff or police, creates needless conflict. Rights don't vanish just because someone feels uncomfortable. And when intimidation replaces information, accountability suffers. If you found this case as shocking as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping breakdowns. This is Truth on Trial, where we expose the tension between authority and rights.
Swearing?
No.
They just not so he said the F word. Yeah, he's getting a bit nasty, yes.
But like I said, obviously we work with a lot of companies around here.
Okay.
For certain different things. Obviously, crime does happen on foot.
Of course it does, yeah.
And that's what they're conscious of, the fact that a lot of these premises have been broken into previously.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what you're going to do with the footage.
Right.
You're saying that it's a YouTube video,
yeah,
but I can't prove or disprove that.
But you don't need to. I've committed no crime. If I commit a crime, then you need to prove or disprove something. There's no crime committed here.
I appreciate that.
So what's your problem?
As you can see from a policing point of view, about 20 years in.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've seen and done it, and seen a lot of things. I see where they do. They've told me.
Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Well, they just come and look through. I can come and look through the gate, can't I?
Why would they? When there's loads of cameras, so they don't want to put them. They use Google Maps as well.
Exactly.
They use Google Maps, but sometimes Google Maps doesn't update as quick as some of the videos. Yeah. And then obviously you've got this, and you've got all the angles, all the heights and levels and things like that. Yeah. So they can see how to get into premises.
Let's have a look. I do it covertly. I'm overt. I'm totally overt. So it's totally covert. There would be.
Well, if I was a criminal and I didn't want to get caught, I wouldn't rock up in a car or on foot where I could see scoping out property. Because they even do it with burglaries as well. They go on Google Maps or any type of video footage that they've got online.
Yeah.
Scope out nice properties.
Okay.
So they do it. They do use that technology. It's known.
Well, it's there, isn't it? I know it's
on Google search.
It can be good and bad.
With phones and things like that, you can see that they've done it. That's why we've been called. Because obviously, like I said, there's a guy here with a balaclava on, driving or a snood, flying a drone over a site. And I like, obviously, the gentleman